What's up, my party people? It's your boy Darshaun Smith back again for another video, another listening session, another whatever you want to call this, because it's the Positivity Hour, episode 67. I don't have that sound clip anymore. I need to figure out how to import it over to my new setup. Though that being said, the one I do have is
a few moments later.
Oh yeah, I got SpongeBob now in this joint, and I can also I can bleep myself now. So we out here, we lit, we get into this money. But with all that being said, how to identify if something is truly challenging in life. We will get into this after the intro. So sit back, grab a drink, and let's hop straight into this. Woo! All right, let me grab my something to drink. Recently I went back to Quick Star or like Quick Trip or whatever it's called, where you get the glazer donuts, and I got one of these Nature Touch, the tangerine ones. I haven't had one of these in like a month, not a month, like a year or two. And I got this one. I've drank a couple of them, thus far. And this one is trash, okay? Would not recommend. Tangerine flavored water. No, I'd rather drink the peach one. Though that one is behind the camera, as you can see for the people who are watching. Here's the peach. Those of listening, hopefully my descriptive, analysis that it's just peach infused flavored water is enough for you. All that being said, also, maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't. I bought a new mic. This is a new condenser microphone that is way more better than the previous one. Microphone I had. So much so that I'm currently grabbing an XLR cable to plug in my old mic, because it is like now my second mic. I have another mic, as you can see for the people who are watching here. I got two mics in the frame now, but I'm gonna plug in the XLR to this old mic, and I'm gonna let you hear a quick sound difference. I told you we're always leveling up, so I'm gonna mute this mic, and then we're gonna talk on my old mic for a second, just so you can hear the difference. All right, so I don't know. Maybe you're rocking with the old mic a little bit more. Maybe you like this sound a little bit better. Let me turn the gain up a little bit. I don't think. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh yeah. In my audio setup here, it's great. I'm really working on it. I'm trying to upgrade the quality here. not only for y'all, the viewers or listeners, but also for myself. Just so I can sleep at night. And because if I'm gonna do this thing, I don't want to have it, what I'm saying? I'm just joking. I don't curse, Mom. It's convenient, okay? The beep button is convenient. But what other sound effects do I have on here before we can actually get into the challenging part of this video? We got okay. We also got hey, okay. And lastly, I think this is the last one. Yeah, we got Modelo time. I'm just joking. That being said, I'm actually going to bring guests on here soon, because like I said, I got a good quality mic for the second mic. I want to get another condenser mic like this one and put it over here as well. And I have a slot for a third slot as well, so I can have three people on now, or two guests, we'll say. I don't know how they're all going to fit in this room. Maybe I'll have to, just make enough money so I can buy a new setup and buy a dedicated recording studio somewhere. It doesn't have to be big, just 20 square feet. And I don't know. Maybe I should start a podcast out of a U-Haul, rental storage room. I think that'd be unique. I don't think anyone else is doing that. But all that aside, let's switch back over to the main mic and continue on with our day. All right, so back to the main mic. Hopefully that change right there just shows you the difference between these two microphones, because this condenser microphone, although they are identical, the first time I heard them, I was like, yo, this is a cheat code right here. But yeah, so we are 5 minutes into this podcast episode, and we haven't talked about the challenge or how to identify if something is truly challenging. But believe it or not, all of this has been for a reason. All of what I've been saying is a challenge to some degree. I'm a sociology and African American studies major in college. I do not particularly have the skill set to learn sound systems, sound quality, the difference between these mics and the gain setups and all that. So that's a challenging thing for me. This is something in which I have identified that me as a person who is interested in creating, media and having my own platform, it's definitely a challenge, and has been a challenge and still is a challenge to figure out, how to manage all these freaking cables, okay? Because we're doing things now. Only if y'all could see. I'm just joking. There are 4 cables coming off my audio splitter thing, but I got other cables too. I just bought a new power strip. It has 10 outlets, okay? It's power surge protected too. So come at me, lightning. I'm secured. But big sad. Also, side note,
I can change my voice now, okay? A little bit higher. Yeah, maybe I've always wanted to have a deeper voice. So this is how I'm going to talk from now on, just so I can feel more confident about myself. And yeah. Stay positive in the episode. Peace out. See you later. Woo! I'm just joking.
Back. Oh my lord. Back to the original audio sound. More seriously, hopping back into this episode because I got food in the oven, and I don't want to waste your time. So for all of you who are listening, for all of you who are watching, these, I don't have a set defined this is how you identify a challenge point for you necessarily. I, as I say on these podcasts, can only speak from my experience, and from my experience, there are some challenging things coming across my plate for this upcoming summer, for this upcoming end of the school year, for this upcoming my senior year, my last year as an undergraduate student at the University of Iowa. And a lot of that comes down to the fact that I don't want to be normal. Normal is easy. Normal is the crowd. Normal is most people. There's a reason most people do what most people do. You want to know why? It's because it works, okay? I'm just flipping the screen on my camera so it doesn't overheat. And yeah, hopefully this video is actually lined up with the words I'm saying, because for some reason they were recording at 2 different rates last time, which is kind of sad. But we don't talk about that. What we talk about, though, is the fact that if you want to go somewhere in life and do something that is actually extroverted, or not even extroverted, something that is of great success, something you have to work hard to obtain or achieve, or something that gets you to where you want to go, because normal will get you to living like everyone else out here. And if you want to live like everyone else, then cool beans. But as a person who grew up in a not so good neighborhood, or not always with the most money or most things or something like that, I personally want different for me and mine, and that is where the how to identify if something is truly challenging in life comes into play. Is it something that makes you uncomfortable? Being that it makes you uncomfortable, this is something that's truly challenging. It may not be challenging for everyone, but at the same time it may be challenging for yourself. For some reason, like I said with the audio setup here, you may not have the skill set required to do it at a high level. I'm still figuring this out. Yes, I know more than someone who knows nothing, but I'm not Myron Gaines from the Fresh and Fit podcast with 40 mics and $10,000 sound switchboards and 20 different I'm not that, okay? I got one camera that I use also to take pictures. I'm trying to work on a nicer dedicated camera for the pictures and other stuff, but this hobby is expensive, okay? So until this is more profitable, we have to sell our hours to invest in our weekend self to live the life we want to live, every day. As I said in a previous episode, this is a thing that how you can make your life challenging yourself. Most people in life, they work the 9 to 5, but people who want to be successful and people who want to change what they do in their 9 to 5, they use the money they make from their 9 to 5 to fund their 5 to 9. Okay, their side hustle, their hobby, their whether that's either re-educating yourself or going back to school, however you want to say it, that's another thing people do. You got to invest in yourself. And I think that's how if something is truly challenging. And I think that's a mindset that people need to really get out of, it's the fear of investing in oneself. I bought a boot camp, like a training course type thing with access to a Discord for hundreds of people of like-minded people trying to learn modern ways of wealth creation. This plays two roles. One, this is really challenging because I don't know how to read these graphs. I don't want to lose money out here doing this and that, but at the same time you got to put some skin in the game to get some skin back. You know what I'm saying? And I say all that to say that what like I said, what is challenging for you is not going to be challenging for everyone else. So I guess I can try to sum up how to identify if something is truly challenging. And I had started this early. I just did the whole
A few moments later.
I just took my time doing the SpongeBob thing. But yeah, like I said, the first step that I personally see and that's worked for me is, like I said, identifying as something you just don't have the skill set for it. Something that I'm gonna do as of now next fall is, as a senior or fourth year undergraduate student at the University of Iowa, I'm going to take a graduate level sociology course, and not just like at Iowa we have 1,000 through 4,000, or your first through fourth year. I'm about to take a 7,820 level class. So think you're third year of grad student more, or third year of graduate school, you've almost got your master's degree in sociology type class. And I'm doing this for honors credit. Because I'm trying to write my senior honors thesis. It's going to be, I can't wait to actually talk about this. I made a presentation recently. I might actually present it. You'll see. I'm about to do a whole thing. That'll be a separate video. I might actually, because I do, that's why, I don't know. Well, I do know. You don't know. There are just so many ideas and thoughts in my mind and brain, and I just, I'm grateful to have a platform to, share all those things. So in due time, but in essence, my presentation, or my paper rather, I'll read you my title. It's a real sociological title here. Let me pull it up real quick. It is about public transportation, because as you know by my little CAN bus right here that I'm showing the camera, I like buses, I like transportation, and I like money, and money equals jobs. And so I have a major resource or major research interest, and this is what's really challenging. I do have more of an expertise in this than most people, though I don't know everything. And the fact that when I think about this, my hair falls out, I think this is a little challenging. It's a little stressful. That's another way to identify if you're being truly challenged in life. If you can just easily cakewalk through it, then maybe it's not for you. Are you growing? Are you developing? As some would say, if you are not progressing, you are by default regressing. If you are not working every day, as my thing says up here, to do, no less than 20 push-ups a day. I'm not going to lie. I think I only did 14 yesterday. You are regressing. Okay. But no one's perfect. I'll do 26 today. Maybe 27 just for punishment. But yeah, I'm just joking. But so yeah, the running title of my research paper is How Public Transportation Affects One's Employment Opportunities. A deep dive into what connects urban corridors. I have a really profound interest in employment, money, transportation, housing, wealth and debt accumulation and what that means for white and black folks. And all of that to some degree is in that in one way, shape, form, or fashion. So best believe to hear more about that, I will definitely be talking about the whole research process, as well as I'm soon to bring on someone who was about to work on their senior honors thesis, but like they had ultimately decided, you know, it was not for them at this moment or something like that. So I think for all the other college students out there, you know, who truly want to know, is honors in college a scam? Yes, I think it is, and that's why I'm not an honors student, but I'm just doing the senior honors thesis because, you know, I want to go to grad school and become a sociologist, and that's another reason why I'm taking that 7,800 level class. You know, this may just sound like I'm talking about myself, you know, and I'm not sure if you knew, people come to podcasts 70% for the personality, 30% for the content. So if you're still here, thanks for listening to my personality. But that, like I said, I speak from experience. You know, I tell stories through my own lived experience. And in this is how I identified recently one of the most challenging things I'm about to do in my life. You know, like this class, we're about to read like 10 books in 16 weeks, okay? Luckily, I've read like 2 of them already, and I already have these books. And also, there's audio books for like 5 of them. So I should be able to, you know, times 2, reading a book a week. You know, I'm saying these are like 300-page books. So I definitely am about to be challenged. I might fall behind, but at the same time, you know, if I really want to be a social scientist, you know, in this career path, if I want to be, you know, educated on these topics, then I need to act accordingly. You know, I need to actually challenge myself and put myself in that setting in which I will soon find myself in, you know, whether that is here or at some other program. You know, this in fact will improve my writing, because obviously being in a graduate level class, you're gonna have to write like a graduate student. You know, you're not gonna be like first year, you know, Darshaun Smith spelling every other word or something and turning it and calling it's good. Like, this class is great. It's satisfactory, unsatisfactory. Like, you either pass or you don't. And yeah, I think that will definitely be beneficial to me. But it's definitely going to be challenging, and I identify it as something challenging. You know, and this, like I said, you know, another way to identify if something is challenging, it scares me. You know, I saw the big number and I was like, holy jeez. Okay, I read the syllabus of what they were doing this year, and I was like, if my class looks like that, oh my lord, it's gonna be hard as hell. Oh my god. I'm talking like 5-page paper every Monday, you know, 3-hour discussion Wednesdays, you know. Like I said, a book a week in some contexts. Like, it's gonna be a monster. But like I said, you know, I'm serious about this. You know, I'm serious about, you know, my research interests. You know, the class is about, you know, like wealth and like racial inequality in terms of like, you know, money and other things. So like, it's very on topic of what I'm interested in, and I actually do love reading. I just, you know, I don't prioritize it, you know, as I should, just because, you know, I often read things I don't like to read. And some of these books, like I said, I've already read them, or you know, they're in my books to buy list already. So, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone as I see it. But we're approaching the 20-minute mark, so, you know, I don't want to keep y'all too much longer. So we'll talk about, you know, one more way how to identify, you know, if something is truly challenging for you. You know, we talked about, does it make you uncomfortable? Does it, you know, does your hair fall out? Is it a little bit too stressful for you? You know, because like I said, in these moments, if you fail, you know, most people wouldn't have even tried. So I applaud you for that, you know, because that's how you get growth. You have to do something you know you can't achieve in life or something, you know, like that's how you have to frame it. You don't have the ability to do it yet, so you need to go out there and seek the knowledge or what have you to do it. So that, like, that's what I say. If it's stressful and your hair's falling out, maybe that's just because you're actually making your brain work for once in your life. And if that is the case, then, you know, you just need to put yourself in the setting more, you know. Another way, if you know if something's challenging, if you feel like you're not the smartest person in the room, you know, that means you actually actually have something to learn, but even outside of an academic context, if you think something is challenging for you, this could be like real life, can you pay a bill? And if you can't, like, that's a real challenge, because it's like, dang, if I don't pay this bill, my lights are going to turn off. And this is the mental problem, we have to come across, as individuals in this, the matrix, it's how can we escape these bonds of, underprivilegedness or, lacking of funds, and how can we turn all of this into something that creates money, or like turn our situation around to where we can, fund the lifestyle that we want or whatever. But like I said, it's not all about money. A lot of this conversation has been about, academics, but the same could be said about politics, and your political ideologies and where you stand on certain things and the people you support, like everything is connected. That's the main goal and like gist of what I want to say here. And overall, I just want to say, how to identify if something is truly challenging for yourself in life is truly up to you. You honestly, same as all my other episodes, it's all about the mindset. You got to take a step back. You got to look at the world from the most unbiased perspective as you can, as well as the most biased perspective as you can, just so you can see, two viewpoints and everything else in between. Okay, because some of the most successful people in the world, they seek knowledge. Okay, constantly. Like the day you stop learning is the day you like die. Is what some people say. Okay, is what it should be. Is what they say. But yeah. Hopefully this has been, pretty motivational, pretty on topic. I tried not to talk about money too much today. I really like money, and I'm really about to I'm starting to learn how to own ATMs. I'm so serious about this. Okay, that's gonna be my first business endeavor outside of starting a clothing line and a podcast channel and a YouTube channel and an Instagram accounts and photography account where I'm actually about to get paid for photography shoots and all that. But like all of that excluding my business outside of my expertise, ATMs. Okay, I want to learn how to do that for sure, because I literally have like we're not gonna talk about that. I told you we were gonna talk about money. We talked about other things. We talked about academics here. We talked about the real life here. We talked about the real struggle of paying bills, being there for those around you, your hair falling out, all of these things and more. So with all that being said, we're at 21 minutes more or less. So make sure you like, subscribe, unsubscribe, hate, comment, follow, unfollow, like, dislike, share, report. I don't care what you do, as long as you stay positive and don't eat my chicken that's in the oven. So yeah, with all that being said, it's been your boy, Darshaun Smith, the Positivity God, aka Big D, exclusively known on this podcast. Hopefully you are liking the new mic. Let me know what you think. And yeah, vote in the poll. I don't know. I always put up a poll on Spotify. No one votes on it though. But hey, at least I vote on it, okay? One day, someone else will vote on it. But with all that being said, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out. Deuces. Get your goals in life, okay, people? Wake up from the matrix today, okay? Because the harder you work now, the easier life will be later, okay? That is definitely going to be the next episode right there. Unless I can get a guest on. Peace out. Woo!